Welcome back to our BS Coins World, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we'll talk about a coin that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. The 1966 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime. That's right. You might be holding on to a dime that could be worth up to $1 million. So, get ready to find out what makes this coin so valuable, what to look for, and how you can identify if you have one of these ultra-rare dimes. Let's start with a little history on the 1966 Roosevelt dime. This dime was produced by the United States Mint, and like other dimes from that era, it carries the image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front or obverse of the coin. The 1966 dimes, along with all other coins from 1965 to 1967, were intentionally struck without a mint mark. This was done as a response to a national coin shortage, with the aim of discouraging coin hoarding. So, while it's normal for a 1966 dime to not have a mint mark, there are certain characteristics that can make this particular coin highly valuable. So, what makes this dime worth a potential $1 million? While the standard 1966 dime in circulated condition might not hold any special value, some coins stand out due to unique characteristics. This can include errors that occurred during production, extremely high-quality minting known as high-grade specimens, or certain varieties that are highly sought after by collectors. These rare features significantly increase the value of the 1966 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime. Let's dive into the specifics. There are a few main factors that make a 1966 Roosevelt dime reach such a high value. First, we have condition, or what collectors call the grade of the coin. A 1966 dime in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one with a high grade from a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch a premium. The highest grades typically go from MS65 all the way up to MS68 or even MS69. If you have a dime that looks practically brand new, with no signs of wear, you may be looking at a very valuable coin. Coins in these top grades can easily reach hundreds of thousands and even up to $1 million in value due to their rarity and condition. Another critical factor is errors or varieties. For example, some 1966 dimes have been found with doubling on the front of the coin, which collectors call a doubled die. This means certain details, like the date or letters, appear to be duplicated or slightly shifted. Other possible errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors. Each of these unique minting mistakes adds rarity and value to the coin. These errors are highly sought after by collectors and can significantly increase the price of a 1966 dime. The last detail to watch for is something called full bands on the reverse of the coin, which means the bands on the torch are fully struck and separated. Full bands indicate a strong, high-quality strike, which makes the coin rarer in high grades. Coins with full bands, especially in high grades, are highly prized by collectors and can fetch a significantly higher price. If you have a 1966 Roosevelt dime, the next step is to figure out if it's valuable. Start by examining the coin's condition. Does it look uncirculated? Are there any visible errors, such as doubling, cracks, or an off-center strike? Use a magnifying glass to check the details closely, especially on the torch, to see if it has the full bands feature. If you think your coin has these qualities, you may want to consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can confirm the coin's condition, authenticate any errors, and ultimately help you get the highest value if you decide to sell it. Now, if you've got a high-quality 1966 no-mint mark dime and you're ready to sell, where should you go? One of the best options is to auction the coin through a reputable auction house that specializes in rare coins. Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers are excellent choices, as they frequently sell high-value coins to serious collectors. You can also explore selling on online platforms like eBay, but keep in mind that professional grading is crucial if you're looking to sell for top dollar. Serious buyers want to see authenticated, graded coins to know they're getting a genuine high-value coin. The incredible story behind the 1966 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime and why it could be worth up to $1 million. Check your change, search through your old coin jars, and see if you have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. We're diving into a fascinating and often overlooked coin, the 1986 D-mint mark Roosevelt dime. You heard that right. This small piece of currency, which many people carry around in their pockets or drop into a coin jar, could be worth a shocking amount of money. In fact, some collectors and experts believe that certain rare versions of the 1986 D-mint mark Roosevelt dime are valued at around $1.1 million. So what makes this little coin so valuable? Let's explore the mystery behind this extraordinary dime and what you should be looking for. First, let's get into some quick background. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946. Named in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, these dimes have a unique design that's recognizable by collectors and the public alike. But not every dime is created equal. Specific years, mint marks, and other rare details can make certain dimes incredibly valuable to collectors. One such year to keep an eye out for is 1986, specifically those with a D mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint produced a large number of dimes in 1986, so it's surprising that a coin from this year could hold such a high value. But as with many rare coins, it all comes down to specific details and rare minting errors. Coins with these unique features are incredibly hard to come by, which can make them highly sought after among collectors. In some cases, they're willing to pay thousands or even millions of dollars to get their hands on one. So, what exactly should you look for in an ordinary-looking 1986 D dime that could reveal its hidden worth? First, let's start with the condition of the coin. Like with most valuable collectibles, the condition is key. A 1986 D Roosevelt dime in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, what collectors call mint state, is the most likely candidate to be worth a high price. Coins that are flawless or close to flawless often command significantly higher values. But that's not all. Some 1986 D dimes have a unique set of errors or unusual characteristics that set them apart from regular dimes. One example might be what collectors call double die errors. This is when some part of the design appears to have been stamped or doubled, usually noticeable on the lettering or certain features of Roosevelt's face. Double die errors are particularly exciting because they make the coin one of a kind. Another thing to look out for is the so-called off-center strike. Sometimes when coins are minted, the coin is struck off-center, meaning the design doesn't perfectly align with the edges of the coin. Off-center strikes can vary, but a dramatically off-centered 1986 D dime is definitely worth investigating. These off-center coins can be exceptionally rare and valuable due to their one-of-a-kind appearance. Now, let's talk about the details on the surface of the coin itself. Check the rim for any abnormalities like a reeded edge that appears faded or incorrect. Also, check for any differences in the spacing or thickness of the letters in United States of America, or E pluribus unum. Sometimes even small variations like these can significantly increase a coin's value. So why would anyone pay $1.1 million for a coin like this? In the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are everything. For high-profile collectors or investors, finding a unique, mint-condition coin from a specific year and mint can be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The excitement and competition to own such a rare piece drive up its market value astronomically. Also, keep in mind that collectors are constantly looking for coins that complete their series or that are unusual enough to stand out in their collection. Now, if you think you've got a 1986 D Roosevelt dime that could be worth a fortune, there are a few steps to consider. First, avoid any cleaning or polishing of the coin. It may be tempting to make the coin shine, but collectors are generally looking for coins in their original condition. Next, consult a reputable coin grading service. They can evaluate the coin's condition and grade it, which can make it easier to get a proper valuation. Finally, if your coin receives a high grade and you believe it may have one of these rare errors or unique details, consider consulting a coin auction house or a high-end coin dealer. They can help you get it in front of serious buyers and potentially get the best price for it. So there you have it. A closer look at the mysterious and potentially valuable 1986 D mint mark Roosevelt dime. Imagine finding one of these in your coin jar and discovering it's worth a life-changing sum. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes the smallest and most common-looking coins can turn out to be treasures. Keep an eye out for those small details because you never know, your next big discovery could be right in your pocket. We're diving into an exciting topic that could make a huge difference in your coin collection. Imagine owning a coin that's worth over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2017 D mint mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that's become incredibly valuable in the collector's market, even reaching values up to $1.2 million. So, if you have one of these, you'll definitely want to pay attention. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why this specific dime is so valuable. At first glance, the 2017 D dime might not look like much. After all, it's a pretty recent coin and was made in high quantities. But collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for specific features on this coin, especially those minted in Denver, marked with the D mint mark. What makes this coin so unique is its rarity in mint condition and certain errors that were found on some of the dimes minted that year. So, what exactly should you look for on a 2017 D dime to know if it's worth the big bucks? There are a few key characteristics that really set these high-value coins apart. First, condition is crucial. Coins in near-perfect, uncirculated condition have the best chance of reaching top dollar. A coin that's been through very little handling, with no major scratches, scuffs, or discoloration, is what you're aiming for. Next, let's talk about the errors that can make this dime so valuable. Some of the most valuable 2017 D dimes have a range of errors, such as double die errors, off-center strikes, or missing edge inscriptions. A double die error is when the images or text on the coin appear doubled, which happens during the minting process. This can often be seen on the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," on the face of the coin. These types of errors are really rare, and that's what drives collectors to pay big money for them. Then there's the off-center strike. This is when the design is not aligned properly, and part of the design is missing from one side of the coin. For some collectors, these off-center strikes add a ton of character to the coin and make it a unique collector's item, especially when the misalignment is extreme. And lastly, a missing edge inscription can also make your dime more valuable. Sometimes, due to a minting error, the edge lettering doesn't get stamped properly. This missing detail makes the coin even rarer and more desirable to collectors. Now, let's say you have a 2017 D dime, and you've checked for these signs. If you think you might have a coin with one of these errors, you should have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. They'll be able to confirm if your coin is genuine and assign it a grade, which will impact its value. The grading scale ranges from poor, meaning heavily worn, to mint state, which is essentially perfect. The higher the grade, the more your coin will be worth. But what if your 2017 D dime doesn't have any of these errors? Is it still worth anything? Well, even without errors, if your coin is in exceptional condition, it could still bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But keep in mind, it's those rare errors combined with top condition that make these coins worth up to $1.2 million. So, while not every 2017 D dime will reach this price, certain ones that have all the right features can bring in that incredible value. Alright, so where can you sell a coin like this? If you're looking to cash in on your 2017 D dime, there are a few ways to go about it. Auction houses are a popular choice for high-value coins since they have the resources to find serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. You can also check out online platforms that specialize in rare coins, or even list it with reputable coin dealers who might be interested in purchasing it directly from you. Wherever you choose to sell, make sure you have proper documentation from a grading service to back up the coin's authenticity and condition. In summary, the 2017 D Mint Mark dime is one of those coins that collectors dream of finding. Its high value comes from a combination of rarity, mint condition, and the presence of rare minting errors like double die, off-center strikes, and missing edge inscriptions. If you have one of these dimes, it could be worth up to $1.2 million, making it a potential life changer. Remember, always get your coins authenticated and graded before selling, and explore multiple options to ensure you get the best possible price. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out your dimes. You never know what you might find. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin videos. We're diving into an incredible find, a 2005 D Roosevelt dime that's turning heads in the coin collecting world. Imagine finding a coin worth $1.3 million right in your pocket change. That's what we're talking about here. Now, you might be wondering what makes this little dime worth so much money. What's so special about a 2005 dime with a D mint mark? Well, there are some specific features and unique characteristics collectors look for that make this coin extremely rare and valuable. First, let's talk about what the D mint mark means. The D mint mark on this dime shows it was minted in Denver. This is important, as coins from different mints can have distinct variations. Not every 2005 dime minted in Denver will be worth millions, though. For a 2005 D dime to be valued at $1.3 million, it must have certain features or errors. The most desirable ones have rare minting errors. These can include things like double dies, where the design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and images. Another error could be a misalignment or an off-center strike. These mistakes add unique characteristics to the coin, which serious collectors are willing to pay big money for. Then there are coins in pristine condition, often called MS for mint state coins. Mint state coins are untouched by circulation, so they don't have the same wear and tear as those passed around in everyday transactions. A high-grade 2005 D dime, especially one graded MS68 or higher by a professional grading service, could fetch an incredible amount of money. The fewer the imperfections, the higher the grade and, therefore, the higher the value. Now, you might be asking how these coins actually reach such jaw-dropping prices. Well, high-quality error coins are considered exceptionally rare. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for pieces that add something unique to their collection. When a coin like this comes to auction, the competition to own it can drive the price into the millions. It's supply and demand in action, and since only a limited number of error coins exist, the price shoots up when collectors go after them. If you want to check your own dimes for rare features, start with a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date and the letters. Check for any doubling effects, off-center strikes, or signs of misalignment. Even slight errors could mean your coin is worth more than face value. It's also worth considering getting your coin professionally graded. Having your coin certified by a service like PCGS or NGC adds a level of authenticity that collectors trust. A high-grade certification from a reputable grading service is like a seal of approval, showing that your coin is indeed rare and valuable. It might seem like an investment to get a coin graded, but with potential values as high as $1.3 million, it can definitely be worth it. In terms of where you might sell such a valuable coin, auctions are a popular choice. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions often handle rare coins, and they have the right network of collectors and investors who are willing to pay top dollar. Online auction platforms can also be an option, though if you go this route, make sure you work with a reputable site to avoid any scams. To recap, the 2005 D Roosevelt dime worth up to $1.3 million isn't just any ordinary dime. It's a rare find due to minting errors, condition, and demand among collectors. So, next time you come across a 2005 dime with a D mint mark, take a closer look. It just might be the key to a life-changing discovery. And that wraps up our look at the amazing world of rare dimes and the 2005 D Roosevelt dime that's capturing everyone's attention. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin videos. Who knows, you could have a fortune sitting in your pocket change right now. We're diving into a coin that's been getting a lot of attention, the 1989 Philadelphia Mint Mark dime. You may have heard rumors about its incredible value, and in this video we're going to explore why this particular dime can be worth an astonishing $1.4 million. That's right, a regular-looking dime you might have in your pocket or change jar could be worth a fortune, but only if it meets certain criteria. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1989 Philadelphia dime, also known as a Roosevelt dime, was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P Mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of dimes that year, but as with any large production, some coins end up being different due to errors or unique features that collectors prize. These details can increase a coin's value from a mere 10 cents to life-changing amounts. Now, you might be wondering what makes this dime so valuable. It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand in the coin collecting community. Many collectors actively seek out dimes from 1989, especially those with rare features, high-grade conditions, or any minting errors that make them stand out. The more unique and pristine the coin, the higher the value collectors are willing to pay. One of the most critical factors that can drive up the value of a 1989 Philadelphia dime is its condition, specifically if it has a high grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. If you have a 1989 P dime in perfect or near-perfect condition, say graded at 67 or higher, you're looking at a significant increase in value. Such coins are exceedingly rare because most dimes in circulation experience wear and tear, making it difficult to find one in pristine condition. For those exceptionally well-preserved coins that have never been circulated or have no noticeable scratches or marks, collectors might pay top dollar, even up to $1.40 million. Another factor that can make a 1989 P dime valuable is any kind of minting error. Mint errors can include doubled dies, misaligned strikes, or even variations in the design. For example, if you find a 1989 P dime with a doubling error, meaning parts of the design are duplicated due to a die mistake, that dime could be incredibly valuable. These types of errors are rare and occur only in a small number of coins, which is why collectors are willing to pay so much for them. You might also come across a 1989p dime with a striking error, where the design is off-center or there are unusual marks. These are also highly collectible and can make a standard dime worth thousands of dollars. If the dime has a unique, recognizable error or is graded by a professional coin grading service as a high-grade specimen with an error, it could potentially reach that $1 million mark. It's also worth mentioning that the market for collectible coins like the 1989p dime can fluctuate. As more people become aware of the value of rare coins, demand can drive prices up even further. And as always, the condition of the coin remains paramount. If you have a 1989 Philadelphia dime in your possession, handling it with care is essential. Avoid any unnecessary contact, as oils and dirt from your hands can reduce its condition and, in turn, its value. If you're unsure about your coin's value, consider having it professionally graded. Grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can provide an official grade, which will give collectors more confidence and can lead to a higher selling price. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1989p dime? First, examine it closely for any errors and assess its overall condition. If you spot anything unusual or if it looks like it's in near-mint condition, consider getting it professionally graded. Once graded, you have a few options. You can keep it in your collection, auction it off, or sell it to a collector. In some cases, auction houses that specialize in rare coins might help you reach a broader audience and get the best price. In summary, while not every 1989p dime is worth $1.4 million, some can reach that value if they are in exceptional condition or have rare errors. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. And who knows? Maybe you have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Make sure to check your change and any old jars of coins you might have lying around because you never know what you might find. We're diving into an amazing discovery that could be hiding in your pocket change or coin collection right now. The 1991p Roosevelt dime. You heard that right, a simple 10-cent coin from 1991 could potentially be worth an astounding $1.5 million. Stick around because we're going to cover everything you need to know about this valuable coin, why it's worth so much, how to spot it, and how to get top dollar if you have one.to start. Let's take a closer look at the 1991p Roosevelt dime. This dime features a profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front or obverse side, with the P mint mark indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Roosevelt dimes were first introduced in 1946 to honor President Roosevelt's work and commitment to polio research. Over the years, billions of dimes have been minted with this design, so it might seem strange that a 1991 dime could be worth so much. However, there's one version of the 1991p Roosevelt dime that stands out, and it's worth a small fortune. So what makes this specific 1991p dime so valuable? Comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. The most valuable 1991p Roosevelt dimes are often coins in perfect or near-perfect condition, known as mint state condition, graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Coins graded at the highest level, such as MS-67, MS-68, or even MS-69, can reach record-breaking prices because they're incredibly scarce. Now let's talk about what to look for if you're examining your own 1991p dimes. Start by inspecting the overall condition. Is the coin free of major scratches, nicks, or blemishes? Does it have a clear, shiny luster, as if it just came from the mint? If so, you may have a high-grade coin on your hands. But it doesn't end there. Many high-value dimes are unique because they have mint errors or variations that make them incredibly rare. Common errors that add value include off-center strikes, double strikes, misaligned dies, and missing features. One error that's particularly valuable is the no P error. In some cases, dimes from Philadelphia accidentally missed the P mint mark, making them exceptionally rare and sought after. If you come across a 1991 dime without a P mint mark, it's definitely worth a closer look and maybe worth sending in for professional grading. So, how do you know if your coin might be worth as much as $1.5 million? Here's the key. First, your coin should be in mint state or close to it. Even small imperfections can reduce the value, so condition is everything. Next, check for errors like the missing P mint mark or any striking errors. The coin should also be authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to ensure that its quality and any errors are properly documented. If you believe you have a high-value 1991 P dime, the next step is to get it appraised and graded professionally. Collectors and auction houses value coins based on their grade and rarity, and a professional grading can significantly increase the resale value. Auctioning through a reputable auction house can give you access to serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Now let's talk about why collectors are willing to pay so much for these coins. It's all about supply and demand. There's a limited number of high-quality, error-free 1991 P dimes available, and serious collectors are always looking to add rare coins to their collections. With the excitement around rare coins growing, prices have been climbing over the years. And since a dime is such a small and affordable coin for most people, it's exciting for collectors to imagine that a small, everyday coin could be worth a fortune. So, is it really possible for a 1991 P dime to sell for $1.5 million? While that may sound high, consider the fact that rare coins have sold for millions at auction before, especially if they're in perfect condition and come with unique, well-documented errors. While not every 1991 P dime will reach that kind of value, there's still a chance that a near-perfect, high-grade coin could come close if it has the right characteristics. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare dimes, keep it safe and handle it carefully. Store it in a protective holder to avoid scratches and consider insuring it if it's particularly valuable. And remember, it's always worth getting a professional opinion to understand just how much your coin could be worth. And that's it, folks. That's the story of the 1991 P Roosevelt dime that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Who knew that a 10-cent coin could hold such hidden value? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest discoveries in the world of rare and valuable coins. We're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in coin collecting, the 2008 D Roosevelt dime. This dime has captured the attention of collectors, experts, and treasure hunters alike with its staggering market value of $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple dime, which we normally see as loose change, could be worth a life-changing fortune. So, what makes this coin so incredibly valuable, and how can you know if you have one in your collection? First, let's talk a bit about the history behind this coin. The 2008 Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the D mint mark on the coin. While billions of dimes were minted in 2008, what makes this particular version so special and valuable lies in the unique errors or high-grade conditions that only a very small number of these coins possess. Coins with unique errors, uncirculated conditions, or incredibly high-grade certifications often become valuable collector's items, but the 2008 D dime stands out as one of the most astonishing examples. The rarity and desirability of this coin stem from a few key factors. First, let's discuss the condition of the coin. Collectors often look for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they have not been used in day-to-day transactions and thus lack wear and tear. For coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS-68 or MS-69, the value can skyrocket, and that's exactly what we see with this 2008 D dime. Coins that achieve this grading have near-perfect features, strong strikes, and flawless surfaces, which makes them exceptionally rare. Another reason collectors and investors seek out this particular coin is due to possible die errors or misstrikes. Die errors occur during the minting process, creating unique imperfections or anomalies on the coin. While some errors may be minor, others can make a coin incredibly rare and valuable. In the case of the 2008 D dime, certain examples have displayed double die errors, particularly on the inscriptions or Roosevelt's profile. A double die error causes parts of the design to appear doubled, which is highly sought after by collectors. These types of errors add to the uniqueness of the coin, making it more appealing to serious collectors and pushing up its value. So, if you're wondering how to tell if you have a 2008 D dime that might be worth $1.6 million, there are a few things to look for. First, check for the D mint mark located just to the left of the torch on the coin's reverse side. This indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. Next, look at the coin's overall condition. A 2008 D dime with an exceptionally high grade can often only be verified by a professional grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. It's essential to have any potentially valuable coin graded professionally to ensure its authenticity and accurate value. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the potential for hidden treasures. Many people come across these coins in pocket change, rolls from the bank, or even inherited collections without realizing their value. If you happen to have a 2008 D dime, don't overlook it. Inspect it carefully for any doubling on the lettering or Roosevelt's profile, as well as for an uncirculated, pristine condition. Even a slight imperfection in the right spot or a lack of wear could mean you have a coin worth a fortune. To summarize, the 2008 D Roosevelt dime is one of the most sought-after coins in recent history, with its value driven by rarity, condition, and potential mint errors. For those lucky enough to find one of these gems, the reward could be life-changing. Remember to have your coin authenticated and graded, as this is the best way to verify its value. Who knows, you might just have $1 million treasure sitting right in your pocket. So, the next time you come across a 2008 D dime, take a closer look because it just might be worth $1.6 million. We're diving deep into the 2017 P Mint Mark dime, a seemingly ordinary coin that's creating waves in the collecting world with its staggering $1.7 million value on the market. Yes, you heard it right, $1.7 million for a dime minted in 2017. Let's explore why this coin is worth so much and what sets it apart from other dimes minted in the same year. Let's start with some background. The 2017 P Mint Mark dime was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Normally, dimes minted in Philadelphia don't feature a mint mark, but 2017 was special. It was the first time in history that a P Mint mark appeared on dimes from the Philadelphia Mint. This decision by the U.S. Mint celebrated the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint, making the 2017 P dime a one-of-a-kind item right from the beginning. This tiny letter, the P on a dime, marks a historic moment, making this coin highly collectible. So, what about this coin makes it worth up to $1.7 million? It's all about rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, only a few have been found in pristine condition. Collectors seek coins that are in mint or near-mint condition with no signs of wear or scratches, which is incredibly rare for a coin that's been in circulation. Those few 2017 P dimes that have somehow managed to survive in this untouched condition have become the target of intense demand from collectors, pushing the value to astronomical levels. And on top of condition, some of these dimes have unique errors, like doubling on certain letters or numbers, which adds to their rarity and value. Imagine finding one of these dimes in your pocket change or tucked away in a jar at home. You might have a small fortune on your hands without even knowing it. Collectors and dealers are scouring every corner of the country to find these rare gems, hoping to secure one for their collections. Now, let's talk a bit about what you should look for when searching for one of these valuable dimes. First, check the date. You're looking for the year 2017. Next, examine the mint mark. There should be a clear P just above the date on the front side of the coin. And finally, inspect the coin's condition. If it's shiny, with no visible marks or scratches, and has the original mint luster, it could potentially be a high-grade coin. This high-grade quality is exactly what collectors are after. Additionally, pay close attention to any details that seem unusual. Small mint errors can make a big difference in value. These could include minor misprints, double strikes, or faint doubling on letters and numbers. Such details are rare but can significantly increase the coin's worth. For those who may have one of these dimes and are interested in selling, be cautious and patient. Many people may not know the real value of this coin, and you might find offers far below what it's truly worth. It's best to have the coin graded by a professional coin grading service, which can authenticate its quality and potentially increase its value in the eyes of collectors. Once graded, the coin can be sold through reputable auction houses, coin shows, or specialized websites where it may fetch its full market value. Let's recap. The 2017 P Mint Mark dime is not just a coin. It's a piece of history with a unique place in U.S. mint legacy. Its rarity, combined with the Philadelphia Mint's first-time use of a P Mint mark on dimes and the pristine condition of a few select coins, has created a perfect storm in the collector's market. This small coin holds the potential for a big payday, up to $1.70 million. Before we go, don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the hidden treasures that could be waiting in your change drawer. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1974 D Mint Mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that has collectors buzzing. Yes, you heard that right, a dime worth an eye-popping $1.8 million in the current market. But how can a coin originally worth just 10 cents reach such a jaw-dropping value? Let's take a closer look at what makes this dime so special, what details collectors search for, and how you might be able to spot one yourself. First, Let's go back to 1974. The U.S. Mint was producing Roosevelt dimes, named in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who left a profound impact on American history. These dimes are mostly made of copper and nickel, not silver, as was the case before 1965. As the Denver Mint was hard at work producing millions of these coins, a small number of them would later become some of the rarest and most valuable coins out there. The key to understanding why the 1974 D-dime is so special comes down to a few unique characteristics and errors that make it stand out. Point 1. Of the reasons certain 1974 D-dimes are so valuable is due to minting errors. The Mint produced billions of dimes, but mistakes sometimes happen. With this particular coin, errors like double strikes or misaligned dies can make all the difference. A coin that has these types of errors can be significantly more valuable than a standard dime. Collectors love these quirks because they're rare and make each coin unique. But it's not only minting errors that can boost this dime's value. The condition of the coin is just as important. When we say condition, we're referring to things like whether the coin shows any signs of wear, scratches, or blemishes. The most valuable coins are usually those in mint state condition, meaning they look as if they just rolled off the press. Collectors also pay close attention to the luster and overall appearance of the coin. A 1974 D-dime with its original shine, or luster, preserved will be far more valuable than one that has dulled over time. Luster, simply put, is the way light reflects off the surface of the coin. When a coin has a high luster, it often indicates that it hasn't circulated much, if at all. This is important because circulated coins usually show signs of wear, which can reduce their value. Now, let's talk about the grading scale. Coins are often graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. To reach the $1 million mark, a 1974 D-dime usually needs to be graded at least a 68 or higher, which is exceptionally rare. Higher grades mean better condition, and better condition often means a higher price tag. So, what should you look for if you come across a 1974 D-dime? First, check for the D mint mark on the coin, located just to the right of Roosevelt's neck. Then, look closely for any unusual marks or signs of doubling in the design elements like the letters or the face of Roosevelt. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. Does it look like it's been through a lot of wear and tear? Or is it in great shape? The more pristine the coin, the better your chances of having something valuable. You might wonder, how can you tell if your dime is worth sending to be graded? Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC are the go-to sources for coin authentication and grading. They examine coins closely and assign them a grade, which helps establish their value in the collector market. If you believe you have a high-grade 1974 D-dime, it could be worth the investment to have it professionally graded and authenticated. While some 1974 D-dimes have sold for extraordinary sums, not everyone is a hidden treasure. The rarity of finding one in nearly perfect condition is part of what makes these coins so valuable. If you're lucky enough to come across one, it could be the opportunity of a lifetime. There's a sense of mystery, too, because nobody knows how many of these rare gems are still out there. Maybe one is sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to be discovered. In conclusion, the 1974 D Mint Mark Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of how coins can become valuable over time due to rarity, errors, and condition. This tiny piece of American history has managed to make a big impact, drawing collectors and investors alike. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1968 D Roosevelt dime. Now, you might be surprised to hear this, but some of these coins can actually be worth as much as $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 10-cent piece could be worth a fortune. So, if you have a 1968 D Roosevelt dime tucked away somewhere, it might be time to take a closer look. We're going to cover what makes this coin so valuable, the key details collectors look for, and how you could spot one of these rare gems. First, let's talk about the basics of the 1968 D Roosevelt dime. This dime was minted in Denver, which you can identify by the small D mint mark on the reverse side. It's a silver-colored coin made of a copper-nickel alloy. There's no silver in this one, unlike older dimes, which is an important fact that can impact its base value. Despite being a common coin in terms of material, certain versions of the 1968 D Roosevelt dime have become incredibly valuable due to a unique error or extremely high grade, which we'll explore in a moment. To understand why a 1968 D dime could be worth up to $1 million, we need to look at what collectors call a mint error. Mint errors are mistakes that occur during the coin's production, and they're highly sought after by collectors. One specific mint error to look out for is known as the no-s-proof error. Though this error is rare in dimes from this year, if a coin from 1968 exists without the D mint mark, it could be extremely valuable. Some collectors speculate that this error could make the coin worth a massive amount. In addition to mint errors, collectors are very interested in the coin's grade, which is a measure of its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The best grades are given to coins that appear nearly perfect. They have very little to no wear, no scratches, and an attractive overall appearance. A 1968 D Roosevelt dime graded in pristine, almost perfect condition by a top grading agency, like PCGS or NGC, can command significant value. Some of the highest graded examples have sold for thousands of dollars, and if a rare error coin were to be discovered in top condition, it's possible it could reach that $1 million mark. So, how can you tell if your 1968 D dime is a rare gem? First, you'll want to closely examine the mint mark. If the mint mark is missing or appears unusual, that's a sign you might have a valuable error coin. Even if the D mint mark is present, it's worth having your coin checked by a professional grader if it's in great condition. Look for features like sharp details on Roosevelt's profile, smooth fields, and minimal wear or scratches, as these factors contribute to the overall grade and value of the coin. Now, if you're interested in selling a 1968 D dime you believe to be rare, it's crucial to work with reputable coin dealers or auction houses. Professional grading is also key, as an official grade will give potential buyers confidence in the coin's value. Some collectors have made the mistake of selling their coins without knowing their true worth, only to find out later they could have received much more for them. With a 1968 D Roosevelt dime, especially if it has a unique mint error or a high grade, you want to make sure you're getting every dollar it's worth. For those of you who are just beginning your coin collection journey, this is a great reminder of why it's so important to keep an eye out for rare dates, unique mint marks, and high-grade coins. What might look like a simple dime could actually be a rare treasure worth a small fortune. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll stumble upon $1 million coin just waiting to be discovered in your pocket change. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare dime or if you'll be checking your change a bit more closely from now on.